Hello, I'm Aidan and you are the listener, and this is Switching to the Future, a lame short podcast where I discuss my current predictions for the next Nintendo game system. I have to say game system because, man, this week's been chaotic and I thought it was going to be a quiet week again. Okay, happy Friday, it's the 11th of October 2024 as of the posting of this episode. This month's already going quick in my opinion. And I am sorry in advance for how alarming my predictions have become. Pun intended. Now let's get to business. Predictions. Okay, revealed prediction. Late January to February 2025. Nintendo Alarmo. It's an alarm clock. It got announced. And I don't think Nintendo has sufficient room for announcements of the next system this year anymore. I mean, talking about October, Mario Party and is releasing next week. Then there's the Switch Online playtest and Splatoon 3 Splatfest the week after. Yeah, it's getting another in-game event. And then the week beginning 20th of October is going to be quiet, but that just feels late. And then Mario and Luigi are releasing November 7th, and then afterwards I just think it's too late. Now. Also, just to keep you optimistic a little bit, my dad, hi Dad, again, thinks the console will be announced next week, pre-orders open by the end of January and out before April. Thank you for the optimism. I won't be disappointed if your guesses are wrong though, but thank you for your optimism. Okay, latest. Right, we're going to start with next gen news because this is what this is about. Devolver Digital praises the Switch and is excited for the next system. I take this as another publisher pledging support for the next Nintendo console. So, Devolver Digital. Publisher of many good games. There's a Switch Online new feature playtest happening in a few weeks. 10,000 people were able to sign up and I was one of the lucky ones. But apparently I won't be allowed to say anything though, so you'll get my opinions on this if the feature actually releases or if, I don't know, it's been 2 years or something. Nintendo Alarmo. Alright, there you go. Major news out of the way. My thoughts. Cool idea. Price makes sense compared to smart displays like the Google Nest Hub. It's just not my kind of thing though. Also, I should note it is the device that was listed by the USA's Federal Communications Commission a few weeks back. And also the fact that the thing is an alarm clock explains the thing being, having the model number of CLO001. CLO being the first few letters of the word clock. How did nobody think of the obvious? Because we never expect the obvious from Nintendo. Nintendo is hard to predict. Okay, Super Mario Party Jamboree releases next week. Is it just me, or does it feel like the Zelda game only came out 2 weeks ago? Well, of course it did. And then the week after that, Splatoon 3 has a Halloween Splatfest. Knights versus Wizards versus Ninjas. I mean, I don't care much about Splatoon anymore, as major content updates have ended. I'm on Team Ninja. Also, I was reading a weekly Switch newsletter at the end of last week. Switch Weekly. It was mentioned that Nintendo sent a copyright notice to Google, demanding that Google hide search results to a bunch of Switch emulation of flashcard sites. I'm bringing this up as it was under the radar. Most people didn't report on it, and it may be... I mean, nobody knows why Nintendo is doing it now, but for all we know, the next console could use a similar cartridge format, be similar enough to where emulators would work, but I don't know. Okay, rumour mill. Nintendo patented a VR headset design. I can already see one person dreading the next Nintendo system and one person being very hyped regarding this. Nintendo tends to never patent stuff before they actually announce it, or, they patent it discreetly. I doubt the next console's going to be VR, and also it's a full-on independent VR headset that doesn't require anything else. I doubt that's going to be a Nintendo console. Well, I doubt that'll be the next Nintendo console. Also, Nintendo Museum has a display for collectible mugs sold there. Has enough room for 16 mugs, but there are only 15. But the Nintendo Alamo box could fit where the 16th is, in theory, so I doubt it will be there, though. And then, time for a quick bogus rumour. This week's Switch 2 review is delayed till next week. Because some people, instead of admitting their mistakes, would rather make up excuses for their incorrect guesses. Also, it's funny, as they would have had an alarming amount more accuracy if they didn't change the lousy rumour and confuse the Switch 2 for the Alamo, in words they would probably say. Also, somebody has half a brain on Reddit and thinks that... Yeah, somebody has half a brain on Reddit and thinks that Nintendo might reveal their console on the 17th or prior. Because Nintendo has a big partnership with Unity and a big new Unity engine update's coming out on the 17th next week. And, I mean, it would make sense, you know, Unity wanting to brag, you know, our new updated tools work great on Nintendo's new system. No, there's no guarantee that's gonna happen. Also, I mean, why would Nintendo reveal their next console the same day Mario Party comes out? That's all for rumours. Now for a more general thing. Voting is open for the Golden Joystick Awards. It's one of the many video game awards. If you know enough of the nominated games, please consider voting. Just wanted to get out, as I know some people would be interested. And now for comments. No direct comments on last week's episode, but I did get quite a few YouTube comments over the last week. Okay, one of my shorts, what is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey? Somebody said, thank you, finally someone gives this version a chance. You're welcome. I'm happy to defend a graphically superior version of a game. Does the DS-like browser work in 2024? That short. Yes, it will work on the DS. Exactly. And first comment about the thank you for this version chance was from Superior Game Dude. The second one about the DS browser was from Loyo La Joseph 7679. And final comment from Alcramar124. Sorry if I got your username wrong. I mean, I think I recognise you from Twitter. Metroid Prime Blastball mentioned on the 30th of August episode, also known as the first episode I did this podcast. So, yeah. Okay, closing notes. Thank you once again for the support so far. 60 subscribers. Thank you to all 60 of you. Okay, coming soon, a video where I give my opinions on Nintendo Switch Online. Won't be a while, depending on whatever this new feature is. Okay, and also consider buying stuff off the PS3's online stores. I think its days are numbered. Yeah, I mean, this is a Nintendo podcast, but I just want to give that note at the end. And Nintendo Alamo! Goodbye.